Goodyear knows that performance is everything, whether it's on the road or on the court or field. So when it comes to choosing tires, let Goodyear.com help you choose what's best. Goodyear, more driven.
And now, Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN Radio.
When I pop the trunk, head the dirt. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood.
Now act stupid, I'll pop the trunk. Give me your
Now, y'all know the intro, but we're going to need your help now. Jalen, he's bougie now. He can't sing anymore. You know, he's bougie, so we're going to need y'all to sing the intro.
I sold out.
I'm David Jacoby.
Hi, David.
He's Jalen Rose.
What up, Dale?
I'm David Jacoby.
The cool check-in. Center stage on the mic.
And we put it on wax. It's the new style.
And what do?
We get the people. What they want.
First of all, I want to say I'm so honored. We are both so humbled and honored to have you guys here tonight joining us. This is all of us together. We really appreciate you. We're here to give you a live show in New York City.
Well, you heard that I threw the papers down?
Yeah, I heard. I was a little bit. It bothered me a little bit.
What time was the meeting today?
Were you hurt that I said I'm David Jacoby? I messed up the intro? Because every time I mess up the intro, you get upset. I know you get upset.
I'm perfect.
Reggie messes up the intro more than anybody, to be honest with you. Reggie's here tonight. Harlan's here tonight. Alex is here tonight.
Yeah,
the whole staff is here
the
tonight.
crew.
And you're here tonight. And we're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for coming out. We're going to need your help throughout this entire broadcast. It'll be interactive. The first thing that we're going to do is keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Oh, wow.
Keep it moving. You know we keep it moving.
So there's a lot of topics going on in the world of sports and pop culture. Not all of them are worth being discussed. So we're going to need your help. You got your paddle there. So if you want us to discuss it, you hold up, hit the brakes. If you don't, you hold up, keep it moving. The first thing that we're going to discuss, Jalen Rose, potentially, the Warriors and the Rockets absolutely dominated the first game of the conference semifinals. Do you want to discuss it?
We keep it moving. We keep it moving. Because those are going to be gentlemen's sweeps.
Jacoby moving. You know we keep it moving up.
Utah may get a game. Pelicans may get a game.
It's not. I mean, those are both going to be 5-game series.
We know they're going to make it to the Western Conference Finals.
The Western Conference Finals that we all wanted,
For sure.
which is the real NBA Finals. Let's be honest. Let's be real.
Yes.
Next.
I'm surprised to hear you saying that. You're a LeBron stan.
I'm a LeBron stan, but we all know that whoever wins the Western Conference is going to win this year.
Okay.
LeBron James said he was burnt after scoring 45 points in 43 minutes in Game 7 against the Pacers. Keep moving and hit the brakes.
It seems like it's like 50-50 or 51-49. Hit the brakes.
Okay, hit the brakes. So, Jalen, you said, I brought up that LeBron James was tired in the finals last year, and he was tired. In the second half of every single finals games last year, he was tired. And this year they have stats, the advanced analytics people, they told me that his average distance of the shots that he takes in the second half is 10 feet further than the first half. And you say, oh no, don't talk to me about NBA players getting tired. LeBron James is tired. He was tired. Are you still going to sit here and say that LeBron James doesn't get tired in the game?
Please, I want to ask everybody in here a question. When did we start asking if professional athletes were tired? Like, when did this start? Like 3 years ago? 5 years ago? Like, I don't remember when this started.
I don't know when people started asking, but I watched LeBron James in the finals last year and he was tired.
All I know is when I was playing against Michael Jordan, we never wondered if he was tired. When we played against Shaq and Kobe, I never thought, man, is he tired?
I don't remember you beating those teams, to be honest with you.
That's the point.
That's going through my mental folder.
I mean,
I remember you beating either of those
with Kobe.
teams,
I mean, would the world be different if he had 4 rings, an Oscar, and I had 1 ring?
No.
Exactly.
He's tired. LeBron James can't carry this team.
He's not tired. He's pacing himself. Who does he have to guard against Toronto?
Oh, who knows?
No one.
Yeah.
He's going to be resting.
Siakam.
Chilling.
Yeah.
And on offense, he's going to be going hard. He's not going to guard DeRozan. He's not going to be nowhere near him. Nowhere near Kyle Lowry. He's going to be chilling. And on offensive end, uber aggressive.
How long do you think that series is going to go?
Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 5. Cavs in 5. We'll see.
We're going to get a Kevin Love sighting. JR posting on IG.
These
and you know Tristan ain't trying to go home.
Oh,
yet.
no, Tristan.
He is not trying to deal with home
What
yet.
happened to Tristan Thompson in Game 7? All of a sudden, he was Tristan Thompson from 2 years ago.
And first off, Kanye better not say nothing to him.
She named the kid True and looks right at him like, kid's name's True, like truth, like honesty,
Yeah,
like
you
belief.
liar.
Liar.
You liar.
I named my kid True.
Right.
Next. Sixers and Celtics. Are we going to talk about that or keep moving?
Hit the brakes.
Okay, hit the brakes on that.
East Coast flow.
Celtics lost top 10 player in the league, Kyrie Irving. They lost one of your favorite players in the league, Gordon Hayward, not playing this entire season. I mean, obviously Kyrie played, not playing in the playoffs at all. And they still are here in the Eastern Conference semifinals.
That says a lot about the Bucks' future. If you're a Milwaukee fan, now here's why. If you're a Milwaukee fan, you shouldn't be enthusiastic. Here's why. Their top 7 scorers all return next year, all played in this series, and y'all can't beat the Celtics without Kyrie, without Hayward, and Jalen Brown got injured.
Oh.
Plus y'all have the Greek Freak. Like, that's a problem. Like, you got to break that up like New Edition.
There's
like,
nothing
you gotta
to even break up.
Yeah. You got to break it up.
Moving on. There's a team here called the New York Knickerbockers. And they're looking for a head coach. And they're just taking all comers. They talked to David Blatt. They talked to Mark Jackson. They talked to Stackhouse. And now they're talking to your guy, fellow Fab Fiver, Juwan Howard. Who do you think is going to be the Knicks coach? Keep moving, hit the brakes. All right, we'll hit the brakes on that one.
Hit the brakes. So I know one thing. Whoever the Knicks interviewing, I got their number. The only one number I don't have is David Blatt. I got all of the other numbers.
This is like 001 international
number,
calls.
Mark Jackson number, Jawan's number, Stackhouse number, Mike Woodson's number.
Have they called you yet?
And people be trying to act like Mike Woodson's goatee look like mine. Like his look like Fu Manchu. Like his is thicker, it's darker, it has no space.
He got the Beijing, the Shanghai, and the Hong Kong.
I like what you did there.
Thank you. Moving on. John Wall is unhappy about teammates that are unhappy. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Oh, they want to hit the brakes on that. That's like 70-30. Okay. We got a dope crowd.
You know who John Wall's talking about, right? Marcin Gortat. That's who he's talking about. Let's be honest, let's be real. He's talking about Marcin Gortat.
But here's how that worked. And I was never one of these guys. But if you're going to be that guy and you're going to say we're not good enough, then why you not leading us? If you're that good, then we should be advancing. You got the ball. You lead us in points. You lead us in assists. You lead us in minutes. You lead us in free throws. And you lead us in quotes to the media.
Here's what I always say. Look in the mirror first. Always look in the mirror first. And you know what John Wall's doing? He's pointing the finger. And the first thing that he's doing, look in the mirror and say, how can I make this team better? Not, oh, we need to get rid of a Gortat.
I love John Wall. That's little bro. But what happens is
whenever Jalen says something nice, he's about to say something mean. That's how it works every single time. Watch.
Speaking of things mean, like, I was looking at the background. You know I care about this background.
That's all he cares about is the background.
Is this supposed to be the dream team? It's only like 6 guys. Look at this. And who is this, Master P? Like, who is this?
I don't know who that is. It looks like more
confused.
like Romeo. Looks more like
the
Romeo.
Action 5? Who is this? All right. Nah, your side is terrible.
Let's move on.
I'm going to talk about your side. All right.
Josh Rosen said 3 mistakes were picked ahead of him. Keep moving and hit the brakes. Let's keep moving. Keep moving.
Yeah, keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Good looking, Meth. You got the Meth up there?
Okay.
We keep it moving. We keep it moving.
Ooh, that's dope.
Play some more meth. Put some more meth up there.
We keep it moving. We keep it moving. keep it moving. Jalen been moving up. Jacoby moving. You know we keep it moving up.
He was on Get Up and he didn't really want to do it. And Jalen dragged him over to the studio. Jalen was like, no, you got to do this. You got to do this for us.
Oh, he repped.
All right, finally. Kanye West is writing a philosophy book on Twitter. Keep moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes. So Kanye's
do we got the Don't Get Fired topic of the day here?
Kanye's in
we got the Don't Get Fired topic of the day here?
And now, the Don't Get Fired topic of the day.
Hey, you know what? Everybody send your mail, your emails, your texts, your tweets, your IGs to Kanye. He just in a sunken place right now.
Where is he?
What happened to Kanye? He'll come out.
Well, he dyed his hair blonde. He's in Wyoming.
Bruce Jenner's been there.
Yeah, it's
Lamar Odom's been there. The Kardashian curse is real.
He came out with a song about poopity poop. Poopity poop.
Hey man,
we haven't heard songs where you got poopity poop. That's what you're going with?
The curse is real.
Oh. All right, the Lions.
Oh, it's like that?
5th round draft pick.
Oh, it's like...
Keep moving or hit the brakes. There's a lot of brakes out there. He celebrated getting drafted by going to Chipotle.
See, I need to get the young fella's number. I need to allow him to understand there are better adult establishments in the city of Detroit. He don't have to eat there. He can go to strip club.
Oh, okay.
Good steak, good lobster.
Yeah.
Good veggies.
Bazooki's, what's that place called? Not that I've ever been there.
I'm disappointed in the young fella.
Shaquem Griffin doesn't have a chip on his shoulder. Keep him moving or hit the brakes.
Oh, we got hit. Yeah, we got to hit the brakes.
I got a problem with this one.
Uh-oh. Cook.
He said, I don't have a chip on my shoulder. I got a bag of chips on my shoulder. We're not talking about potato chips, Shaquem. It's not potato chips. We're not talking about potato chips, Shaquem. It's not a bag of chips. It's not like someone got a potato chip on their shoulder. It's a chip on their shoulder. Like it's chipped in.
That dude fast. That dude hits hard. He going to be a problem in the league. Like, I want the Lions to take him.
Well, they got a guy that was Chipotle. That's what y'all got. Y'all got some barbacoa. That's what y'all got.
So who's your team?
Die Easy. Die Easy all day. I got every team. It's easy. Every team is my team.
Can anybody understand
Whoever's
what
winning.
this means?
The Rams are my team right now because they got a lot of good players.
So what do y'all think about this?
Yeah.
Like is that a soft move or a boss move? Yeah, look, Harlan, 100% soft move.
Y'all are jealous. Y'all can't switch teams like I switch teams.
The Clippers have like a good season, and he like at Clipper games.
I don't even remember the Clippers. Who are the Clippers?
Like the Rams have a good off season. He
I like the Rams. I like the Rams. I'm gonna be at the Rams game.
He's from Massachusetts. Like the Patriots.
Patriots are good when they make the Super Bowl. I'm in. When they make the Super Bowl, I'm in. In the playoffs, I'm out.
How does this work?
Die Easy fandom is easy. So, we've been doing this show for 7 years. We don't really know how long. We keep saying it's 7 years.
Almost 7, huh?
It feels like 7 years. And
in July, to be
one
7.
thing that's changed over the course of the program is we actually have sponsors now. And that is something that's very important to us and that we care a lot about. And one of our sponsors makes great tires. Goodyear tires. Let me tell you. We've watched a lot of the NBA playoffs, and we've seen a lot of great performances like LeBron, 45 points in 43 minutes. And do you know what matters with performance? Performance in your tires. Goodyear tires perform. They go faster, longer, and stronger than any other type of tire. And the performance is everything, whether it's on the court or on the road. And when it comes to choosing tires, make sure that you choose the Goodyear tires. If you go to Goodyear.com, you can find a variety of different tire types you can choose from, and you can buy your tires there because they are great tires. I have Goodyear tires. My son's obsessed with the Goodyear blimp. Goodyear tires, they perform much like your favorite athletes perform in the NBA playoffs.
Hard to believe that baseball season is here. As fans, we demand a lot from our teams, and a new season means not only hope that our teams will do us proud, but a renewed drive and commitment by players and coaches to start strong and finish strong. Goodyear strives to make tires that do the same. to go further, faster, and longer. They're inspired by those who put in the work and effort needed to succeed. So if you demand superior performances from your team, why not do the same for your tires? When it comes to choosing tires, choose right at Goodyear.com. Goodyear, more driven.
I was here in New York when this happened, and it was very close to me in my memory. The 4-point play with Larry Johnson. You still believe that was not a foul?
On the floor.
So you think it was a foul on the floor?
On the floor.
So you do not think that Larry Johnson went up to shoot the ball?
Do we got a video?
No, of course not. We're not prepared for this. I'm going off script.
I was going to show it.
Jalen, we do not have the
fouled
video.
on the floor. If that was today's game, he would have took the ball out of bounds.
But it wasn't.
But they didn't do
game.
replay then.
It wasn't today's game, Jalen.
I know, they didn't have replay then.
Well, I really enjoyed that play.
But you're a Die Easy fan. Why did you care?
I cared about the Knicks back then because they were good. Yeah, now they got Frank Need Tequila and.
You see what I got to deal with? Oh, so you was a Knicks fan when they had like Oakley and
I was a
Ewing
Knicks
and
fan when they had
LJ,
Strickland.
Starks.
Then they traded him. Ever since then, son, I hated him.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Thank you.
Bars.
So, LeBron James played 43 minutes and scored 45 points. To beat your Pacers. They barely beat the Pacers with LeBron playing all those minutes. And they went to Game 7 in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. That's not a good sign for the Cavs. So let's just go ahead. Let's just jump forward. And let's get to what's really important.
Okay.
Let's talk about some unfounded, irresponsible speculation about free agent LeBron James. Let's update it. So, Jalen Rose, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Unfounded, irresponsible.
I'm surprised you can read.
Sounds like you media
I'm surprised
guys.
You can read.
The media.
You see how he threw the papers when he got on stage? Because he can't read.
The media.
So, Jalen Rose.
Yep.
Do you believe that LeBron James will play for the Cleveland Cavaliers next season?
This is one of the toughest questions I've been asked. Because, like, after watching OKC's season end.
Oh, it ended.
All year I felt like Paul George would stay. Until they lost. And when they lost, and Russ took 40 shots, and got mad at the fan, and then Melo was like, I ain't coming off the bench. I'm like, Paul don't need to be here. He leaving. So
all year you thought that LeBron would stay in Cleveland, didn't you?
Here's what I do. Here's what I'll tell you.
I promise you he's not going to give a real answer, but let's listen anyway.
Paul George and LeBron James will be playing together next year. I'll tell you that.
They play the same position. You know that, right? You know that, right? They play the same position.
LeBron is more of a power guard.
Point forward, whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
more point power forward.
Okay.
And Paul George is more of a wing. They don't play the same position at all.
So you're going to go on wax in front of all these human beings and say that LeBron James and Paul George are going to play on the same team next year.
And I'm careful about what I say, and I double check text before I speak.
You've never texted me back, and we've been friends for 7 years.
Because you're not giving me breaking news.
Okay. So let's speculate about LeBron James then. Because there's been a lot of speculation. There's a team still in the playoffs, in the Eastern Conference, has a lot of young nucleus, and they're in Philadelphia. There are rumors that LeBron James that the Sixers have, quote, growing confidence that they can woo LeBron James to Philadelphia. Do you think that LeBron James will end up as a Philadelphia 76er?
LeBron a grown man. He in his 15th year. He got a wife. He got kids. He trying to move his family to go to Philly?
No? I love Philly. I love Philly.
Hey, Savannah, we're going to go to Philly. I want you guys to stay in a hotel for 12 months while I try to get a chip with Ben Simmons, who's terrific,
And Joel Embiid
who's
hurt.
amazing,
Yeah.
but there's no guarantee that he can stay healthy. Ben Simmons needs the ball. So does LeBron. Who spots up on the wing?
LeBron.
Oh, no. You want him catching, shooting 8 threes a game?
So you don't think that works?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it works.
Well, if
At this point in his career, people need to be coming to run with him.
I have a saying. You said LeBron James and Paul George are going to play for the same team next year?
Yeah.
PG stands for purple and gold. So, could you see LeBron James and Paul George teaming up and going to Magic? And you've spoken to Magic, and I've had the honor of meeting Magic Johnson on multiple occasions. And let me trust you, when this man speaks to you, he makes you feel special. He makes you feel like he really cares about you.
He like Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, like when he says, how you doing, he makes you think like he wants to know how you're doing.
Right.
Do you think that Magic can woo Paul George and LeBron James to the Los Angeles Lakers?
If LeBron leaves Cleveland, he's going to the Lakers.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
If LeBron leaves the Cavs, he's going to the Lakers. He's not going to Philly. He's not going to Houston. He's not going to the Warriors. Definitely ain't going to the Nets. Any Nets
Jeremy
fans
Lin and
in
LeBron
here?
James?
So, name 3 players that play on the Nets.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not a fair question. That's not a fair question. They're barely a professional basketball team. Please. He said plays. We're not talking about D'Angelo Russell. Okay, he said plays. He said plays. Not talking about Jeremy Lin. So I think if I were LeBron James, I would go to the Rockets.
No.
I would go to the Rockets if I was LeBron James. Listen, why play with Paul George when he plays the same position as you?
He doesn't play the same position.
Yes, he does.
He does not.
They're both threes, and you know it. You know
LeBron
it.
hasn't played the 3 since he went to Miami.
Do you
The
think...
closing lineup, Bosh was the 5, LeBron was the 4. LeBron been playing the 4.
Do you think LeBron James could end up on the Houston Rockets?
No.
You really don't?
No. How about James Harden is playing in the league and he already has his number retired in the strip club?
I mean, goals.
Did you see what he had on at the game yesterday?
Goals.
He looked like Romy Wrong.
Jalen, you're never going to have your number retired in an NBA arena, but you could still have your number retired in the strip club.
No, I'm retired.
You're retired. Jalen has not filled out his retirement papers from the NBA, but he has retired from strip clubs. I can say this is his brother, someone who's tried to get him to go multiple times. He's just like, no, I can't do it anymore.
Can't do it.
Can't do it anymore.
I'm an adult.
What were you 5 years ago?
I was childish.
Child. What about the Celtics? You said this, so this came from you. Because here's one thing about Jalen Rose is he will come back from trips. You know what I mean? He'll come back with information. And what was it? The All-Star break? You went somewhere and you came back and you're like, this is off wax. He was like, dog, like LeBron's gonna go to the Celtics. And I didn't believe it. Do you think LeBron James could end up on the Boston Celtics?
Kyrie got hurt and Jaylen Brown and Tatum developed. And you not giving up, I'm not giving up Tatum and Brown, who are still under rookie contracts for the next 2 or 3 years, for Kawhi or LeBron.
Really?
I'm not doing it. They can ball.
You don't think LeBron can end up on the Celtics?
Tatum and Jaylen Brown will give you more points, rebounds, and assists together than LeBron at a fraction of the salary.
Can I pitch you something? If I'm LeBron James, I've won a championship in Miami. I've gone home and I've won a championship.
Savannah.
Please be quiet.
Let's go live in Boston.
Please be quiet, Mr. Rose. I've won a championship in Miami. I've won a championship in my hometown of Cleveland. But I still haven't been to the mountaintop. I still haven't truly given the people what they want. I still haven't done what the people need. I have not conquered the greatest city in the world. I have not given the New York Knicks a championship. And then he posted this on IG. And he claims to be the king of New York.
He got 1.5 million likes.
Here's the thing. Could you see LeBron coming to the New York Knicks?
No.
You don't think Hardaway Jr. and Frank Ntilikina? I like to say Ntilikina Because Phil Jackson was like, I need tequila. And they're like, let's draft that guy.
Here's what LeBron has been doing with the Knicks. So he's happily married. He's treating the Knicks like the work flirt.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like,
somehow I'm already in trouble with my wife.
All compliments. Hey, nice jacket, nice haircut. Like,
thank you.
You bomb.
I appreciate that.
I'm going home to the wife. He's not coming to New
That's
York.
not happening?
No, he's not coming to New York.
Really?
No. Not coming to New
So,
York.
dead serious, this is going to be something that we're going to discuss for months and months. We all know this. It's like you can see it coming. It's like when a pitcher throws a pitch and you see it headed for your ribs, you just let it hit you in the ribs. We're going to talk about LeBron James, where he's going to play next season all summer long. Jalen Rose.
No, we're not.
Where is LeBron James going to play next season?
Either Cleveland or LA.
The Clippers?
No, not the Clippers. He ain't playing for either
the Rams.
Lakers.
Rams?
You're a Ram. You see how he owned the Rams?
Yeah.
Why you not on the Chargers like this?
So you think that he's going to end up? You think he's going to end up with the Lakers or the Cavaliers?
Yeah, if he leaves. See, the problem with being in Cleveland is they're over the salary cap whether LeBron stays or goes.
That's Tristan and JR and Rich Paul.
Yes. You know, Tristan will be there.
True.
He'll definitely be there.
Come on, Reg.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Come on, Reg. There you go.
That's what I think about LeBron.
Okay. So, I know that this is something that all y'all are wondering, and that is, what are those dope sneakers Jacoby is wearing? Fly, all birds fly. What I'm wearing right now, the wool runners. These are, do you know what kind of sheep these came from? These sheep came from New Zealand sheep. The wool was shorn by gentlemen that treat the sheep with care. These shepherds that shepherd these sheep care about their sheep ethically. And then they make these wool runners that are so cozy and warm and light. And when I wear them, I feel like I'm floating. And they look so good. And I went to the Allbirds store in Soho today, and they gave me such a good experience. They have the wool runners like this. Oh, guess what? Summer's coming, y'all. Tree runners. Those are made from eucalyptus trees, sourced from eucalyptus leaves. And I got the house shoes, too. I might break out the house shoes for tomorrow's show. Tomorrow's show might be the house shoe show. It might be.
Here's a little insider travel secret. There are tons of empty hotel rooms out there just waiting to be booked. That's why there's Hotel Tonight. Hotel Tonight partners with awesome hotels to help them fill their unsold rooms, which means you get incredible deals. And even though the name's Hotel Tonight, you can actually book up to a week in advance and up to 100 days in advance in top destinations. So download the Hotel Tonight app to start scoring better deals at better hotels now.
You ready for Soft Move, Boss Move?
Let's get it.
All right. Okay. So,
that's a nice Mobb Deep hoodie, though.
Thank you very much. It's not a hoodie, by the way. It's a crew neck.
Sweatshirt, crew neck.
Let's listen to Carmelo. Y'all remember Carmelo Anthony? You remember him? Played for the Knicks. Held y'all hostage for like 5 years.
So I believe the Knicks should retire Carmelo's number.
Just so but it's like the opposite of honoring him. Just so no one else can wear that number.
What do you guys think?
Like, none of y'all do this to me again. Let's listen to Carmelo Anthony.
Sophomore.
Let's listen to Carmelo Anthony after this season. This is his exit interview with the Thunder.
I think the player that they wanted me to be and needed me to be was for the sake of this season, should I say, because it was just so, like I said, everything was just thrown together and it wasn't anything that was planned out. It wasn't no strategy to me being here and me being a part of the actual system and what type of player and things like that. As far as being effective as that type of player, I don't think I can be effective as that type of player. I think I was and willing to accept that challenge in that role. But I think I bring a little bit more to the game as far as being more knowledgeable in what I still can do as a basketball player.
Yo, why does he act like the Thunder season was like a Jalen and Jacoby Wednesday? It's just thrown together, not planned.
Right.
Like, I don't know what happened. So he said he's not coming off the bench, Jalen Rose. Soft move or boss move. Carmelo Anthony saying, I'm not going to be a bench player. I don't see a single boss move from the crowd.
That's a soft move.
Can I go the other way on this for a second? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I think that's appropriate. I appreciate that. Whoever said that, probably right. That's probably right. Thank you, Reg. Everyone's against me on this show. Every single person is against me.
So all of the adults in the room understand, like, there's a point in your life when you look in the mirror and it can't be your representative or your agent. It has to be you. It has to be the reality. And he came out in the same draft.
Are you talking about my hairline again?
No. So I got an analogy for you. He came on the same draft as LeBron James. There's no question how he's playing, still at a dominant level. Came on the same draft as Dwayne Wade. D-Wade had to kind of move around the block and reinvent himself. Like, remember, he went to Chi-Town. That didn't work. He went to the Cavs. That ain't work. So now you could go back to the Heat, even though they paid Whiteside. That didn't work. But now you can be a reserve on that team. Before he was that dude, he's like, y'all signing Hayward? Y'all signing Whiteside? Like, I ain't coming off the bench. I'm out of here, and I'm going to go get paid. But Melo's in a different situation.
So Melo has a $28 million opt-in that he can opt in with the Thunder. His no-trade clause followed him to Oklahoma City, which is one of those things in the contract, like one of those fines. I don't know if they know that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if the
he know. That's why he said it.
I don't know if Sam Presti's like, oh, he does have a no-trade clause. So he can opt in for $28 million next year. If you're in Oklahoma City right now, first of all, sorry. Second of all, that's going to be tough.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you don't want him to come out making those statements right now because we still trying to sign Paul George. And you don't want Paul George to feel like we got drama. Like,
oh, they got drama.
Like, he's saying what you saying. Like, we got to pay him $28. He's already disgruntled. I'm out. That's how that works.
Is Paul George on the Thunder next season?
No.
No. He's not.
No.
I don't see it happening.
And Melo's had a terrific career, but he's not a starter on a contending team no more. And that's okay.
More importantly, let's talk about Kim Jong-un's security guard. So this is homeboy driving down the block, which is the only way to roll, as far as I'm concerned. This is how I want all my Ubers to pick me up from now forward. What Uber is that? Is there's Uber Black, and then there's Uber, I want 12 dudes to jog around my car. How much is that? What Uber is that? I don't have that on my phone. Do you have the celebrity Uber where you can do that?
No. So what does that mean? Like, in case there's a sniper present?
Yes, me and my wife had a long conversation about this. What are they protecting him from?
A sniper.
What is that? The sniper's going to hit the car, Jay. What is that protecting you from? And also, like, you notice how some of them are kind of jogging half-heartedly? Like, some of them need to be fired. Roll it again. Roll it again. You can notice there's a varying commitment to these guys have to this job.
Yeah, the front was slacking.
Yeah, some of them are slacking. Some of them are slacking.
He's like, wait a minute.
He's like, yo,
I see a red light.
He's like, oh, I didn't know we were going to be filmed doing this. Like, oh, my wife's going to see this? My kids? Like, oh, no. Yeah, that one in the front right, he's drunk. You can tell he's drunk jogging. The one in the front right is definitely drunk jogging.
But here's the thing.
He got that soju.
First off,
he got that soju. He's living the soju life.
First off, they should be running by the car that he's not in.
Oh, boss move. Boss move.
I don't understand.
I like what you did there.
Like,
this is one of the reasons I love doing this show with this man.
Gone.
Yeah, he should be in the back car.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un should be in the car behind that one and have everybody jog around another car.
Yeah.
I like where your head's up. Soft move or boss move, everybody. Having people jog around your Uber. Look at what happened in 2018. In 2018, we got everybody celebrating Kim Jong-un in the middle of New York City. You know what I mean? Look at us. Look how far we've come. Look how we bring people together. Jalen, this is going to get emotional. I don't want to talk about it. I know you don't want to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. We got to talk about Russell Westbrook for a second. Homeboy took 43 shots in an elimination game in which they lost to Joe Ingles and the Jazz. Joe Ingles and the Jazz. So, Jalen, I want to talk to you about this. You know I love Joe Ingles.
Y'all got that in common, huh?
43 shots in an elimination game. Soft move or boss move?
Oh, that's a boss move.
Let's see the crowd. Let's see the crowd. Can I ride for Russell Westbrook for a second? Anyone who watched that game knows that was a boss move. I watched the game. No one else was hitting shots.
But here,
he played well. He played well in that game.
But like I thought I had irrational confidence.
So there's the numbers and there's the game. You watched the game too. I watched the game. I know you watched the game. I know.
But if I shoot more than one air ball, I'm going to the hole. Like he shot like 5 air balls. And then he made like 2 or 3. And then shot like 5 more.
I know. Those 2 look good though. Those 2 look good though.
That's impressive.
I just do want to. I want to ride for Russell for a second and say that there was a lot of backlash about that game. There's a lot of backlash about all those shots that he took. But it's like anybody who watched that game, anybody who watched that basketball game, recognized very quickly that no one else on the Thunder was scoring. Like no one else was scoring.
So you think Melo was actually mad at Russell?
I think Melo was like, I'm going to get $28 million next year, and then we'll figure it out from there. I don't know what we're going to do, but me and Lala are about to split this, chop this up.
He like, and I moved here by myself. Like, that's your situation, dog. Like,
yeah. Do you think that free agents would be hesitant to sign with the Thunder because of Russell Westbrook?
No.
Do you think Kevin Durant goes online and disparages Russell Westbrook on purpose because he's crazy?
KD's socially awkward.
He's awkward.
That's what it is.
Yep. Do you think he liked that? We all know what we're talking about. If you don't know what we're talking about,
so here's
KD.
the thing.
Just let me explain to the people something for a second before you interrupt me, sir. So KD went online, and there was a Giannis Antetokounmpo fan page, and for some reason he's reading the comments underneath the Giannis Antetokounmpo fan page, and he liked a comment disparaging Russell. And the heart came up, and y'all, if y'all have the new iPhone 8, it vibrates when you like something, so you know you did it. And he didn't unlike it, and then he said it wasn't a story. Do you think he did that intentionally?
I don't know if it was a failed test or not, but what I will say is he's had a weird history on social media. Like, you got an account that has like 30 million people following you, but then you create a burner account that has like 300 people following it, and then you want to defend yourself on that account. Like, if you really want to defend yourself, you should do it on the big account.
The 30 million people, that probably makes the most sense. You know what else is weird? Is that you make me call you Jalen versus everybody before every show.
You know, it sounds kind of cool. It sounds cool. Well, here's why. I was trying to give my IG some love.
Everybody follow Jalen on IG, so I can stop calling him Jalen versus everybody in the intro.
I'm trying to get y'all wanted me to join, then y'all complain when I join.
Next.
It's not a nickname. It's a moniker.
The NHL has cracked down against Brad Marchand for necking, nuzzling, and kissing opponents. Soft move or boss move? Hating love.
They think that's a soft move.
They think it's a soft move, the necking, the nuzzling?
Yeah, you don't just walk up to people and lick them.
I've never done that.
Oh, that's how it is on the train? Oh, see, that changes our experience. You're supposed to take me.
Well, because
ain't nobody better not come up and lick me.
Because Kim Jong-un was such a big hit earlier, we're bringing him back. So there's a big summit between North Korea and South Korea, and it's actually a monumental thing for the whole earth that these two countries that were at odds for so long could come together. And the leaders of these countries came together, and Kim Jong-un brought his own toilet.
Huh?
Soft move or boss move? Travel toilet.
Boss move. Look, 98%. Here's the thing. Let me ask you a question.
No.
This is how you separate your family members and your friends. You're not gonna like this, but remember this. I host a lot of people.
I'm so terrified right now.
Do you pick and choose who you allow to use certain bathrooms?
Oh, you're going down the hall. Everybody's going down the hall.
Right?
I got my bathroom over here. Y'all go down the hall. Where's the bathroom? Down the hall.
You can't let
down
everybody at the crib.
You use the same one the kids use.
Use your favorite bathroom.
Use the kids' bathroom. Use the kids' bathroom. The one with the toilet seat for the kids, all that. Yeah, go down the hall. No, you're not using my bathroom. Kim Jong-un travels with his own. He travels with his own.
And
you forgot what you were going to say, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was going to say something I probably shouldn't say.
Yeah, don't do that. Next, we got this as a soft move, boss move. Your Pacers, Jalen Rose. Your people, your Indiana people that all have jump shots. Everybody from Indiana has a jump shot. That's a fact.
Either you sling a crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot.
Okay. Gentleman brought his son to the game.
Hold on. Did the Nets give Biggie a statue yet?
So there's still no statue outside the Barclays for Biggie?
Biggie should have a statue. I don't understand this.
We need to start this movement.
We need to start this movement.
Do I need to write a strongly worded email?
Yes.
Biggie needs a statue outside of Barclays.
Why does Biggie not have a statue?
He needs a statue outside of Barclays.
I don't understand that.
He's 718. Is that his number?
Like LeBron was riding the wave. Like the real king of Brooklyn is Biggie.
Yes. He needs a statue outside of the Barclays. This needs to happen.
And until they get good, they shouldn't be allowed to play no Brooklyn artists.
I got 100 on it.
They shouldn't be allowed to play Mos Def, Fab, Jay. They shouldn't be nobody in the arena.
Jalen, if we start a GoFundMe account for the Biggie statue, how much will you put up?
I got 10,000.
See, he doesn't know that these microphones were recording the sounds that comes out of his mouth and go into them. Because I said I have 100 on it, $100.
But I didn't say what time frame.
Oh,
that
no.
Could be over like
happen.
60 years.
We're going to make the actual GoFundMe. Tomorrow's live show, we're going to go live with the GoFundMe for the Biggie statue outside.
Biggie needs a statue
of the Barclays.
I don't understand why he does not have one.
He should have it. He has a statue, but there's one in like Iowa or something. It's weird. It's his face.
In Iowa?
I've done research for the topic, yeah. There's one, yeah.
I don't understand this.
Anyway, this Pacers fan brought his son to the game. Here's what happened. Soft move or boss move? Shaming your child.
That's a boss move.
Boss move. I agree. I fully agree.
That's a boss. Because here's why it's a boss move. He still let him come and root for his favorite player.
Of course.
It wasn't like Die Easy fan.
Here's the thing I want to talk about.
He was like, you can come and root for LeBron. LeBron's your favorite player, but I'm going to root for the hometown.
Here's what I want to talk about. Notice he has the actual Pacers logo on there. 3 different color markers. So his son is like, Dad, are we going to go? He's like, no, give me a second, son. Oh, give me a second. I need that. Do we have the yellow one? Yep. I got to highlight that. Okay. We've done the arrows. Got to be yellow and blue. Okay. 1 second, son. Well, we'll get there in the second quarter. It's okay. And then he hides it behind him when he drives. He puts it right here in the seat. And he's just like, and then he gets to the game and his son is like, did you really just spend 20 minutes trying to sun me?
I seriously think the dude in front of them just farted. Look at him. Like, look at him. He's like, I wonder if they can smell it.
The dude in front of him is like, Lance! Lance! Lance, what are you doing? Yo, that is the most Indiana haircut I've ever seen in my life.
Which one? And I love Indy. I lived there for 6 years.
And finally, Cleveland's radio host, Aaron Goldhammer, said that he would eat poop.
Cultural. I'll bet my life.
That's not cultural. That's not cultural.
I'll bet my life.
His last name is Goldhammer, okay?
All you gotta do is put his picture up there. I don't even care about the words. Put his picture up there. We need a picture of him.
Goldhammer said he would eat poop if they picked Baker Mayfield at number 1, and they picked Baker Mayfield at number 1. And now he said, quote, I will eat the poop. Being a man of your word, soft move or boss move?
No. See, you know what? I agree with y'all.
This is very mixed.
Yes.
This is very mixed.
Yes. I love our crowd. Yes.
I would not eat it if it was a soft move.
No, they just helped. They just helped me with something.
No, it's got to be a boss move for me to eat it.
They just helped me with something.
What's that?
I don't have to do the cinnamon challenge now.
That's Mr. Goldhammer right there. You'll never believe it. It's a white guy.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never believe it.
Yeah.
It's a white guy with a half zip. It's a white guy with a half zip. You'll never believe it.
But half of the crowd doesn't think it's a bad thing when you make a poor decision and a bad bet to not pay up on it. So if they don't think somebody should eat poop, they definitely don't want to see me do a cinnamon challenge.
Okay. Jalen, cinnamon is a seasoning that you put on food that you ingest in your body. Poop is something else entirely. Ask Kanye, poopity poop. So Jalen doesn't know this, but tomorrow he's doing the cinnamon challenge right here on this stage. See his face? See those eyes? You see the eyes darting around? He might not show up tomorrow. He might not show up for tomorrow's show.
Oh, that's what y'all got planned.
See, you come to the meetings, you understand what we got planned. Come to the meetings. Reggie?
I agree.
One of the things that's most important to us when we do the show is obviously the two of us can gab forever, but including you is something that's very important to us. You know, we always say we give the people what they want, but for real, your support and your love means so much to us, and part of that is just opening up the floor to you guys. So we're going to do a question and answer.
Oh, dope.
So listen, we're going to do a question and answer. We got a bunch of giveaways for y'all. So if you have any questions for us, we'll be happy to answer them. We want to thank everybody for coming out, first of all. Show is not over, obviously, but we want to hear from you because this is one of the most important parts of the show that we do.
That's dope.
If you call 985-80-JALEN, you can leave us a voicemail. I'm just going back into my podcast hosting thing. I don't know why I'm asking you guys to leave voicemails. It's just kind of what I do.
Oh, this is love. Wow, they're going to be on the show, right? Make sure they get on the show. This is dope.
Hey, I'm Brandon from 860.
Hello.
Everyday listener.
Shout out to Central Connecticut.
Yeah. And I just want to bring you back to December 2016. I was listening to your podcast, and you guys were talking about Marquette King, and when he was showing off his antics and whatnot, he was getting penalties for that. But you guys had advice for him back in the day. You're like, to this day, you told him, stay low, keep firing. And me and my buddy, we adopted that, and now I'm about to graduate from medical school.
Nice.
And thank you. I just want to say, me and my buddy, we kept that mantra to this day. Stay low, keep firing. Thank you for getting me through med school. I'm about to graduate in 2 weeks.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
My question is, if the Cleveland Cavaliers, if they won the finals last year, would Kyrie Irving stay?
Oh, if they'd have won a championship, he would have stayed.
Oh, yeah. You don't leave him in
Just like if the Warriors would have won a championship, KD couldn't have joined their squad.
Yeah.
Like, the result definitely plays a factor in whether guys can make moves. Like, if OKC would have won the West, Paul George would have stayed. They got bounced in the first round. I think he's going to bounce. So what happens at the end definitely sways how guys decide whether they're going to stay or go.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
And I got Stay Low and Keep Firing from Biggie.
Yeah. And I got a weird rash I want to talk to you about later. I got a weird rash.
Bars. You got bars.
Next question.
What's going on, guys?
J. Cole is fire. Oh, man.
Except what he did to Kevin Hart, though. That wasn't cool, man. He got a whole song named after him. That's not right. All right. It was Al from Freeport, Long Island. What's up, guys?
What's happening?
I love the podcast. You almost got me fired like at least once a week just laughing in my office.
Always listening at work.
Always. So I got a question for Jalen. In this social media age, first of all, one of my favorite players of all time, Kobe Bryant, off tops. You know where this is going.
Dope.
All right. So in this social media age, knowing how everything's a gift, everything's on or, House of Highlights, what would you have done differently in the midst of Kobe dropping 81 on you in 2018?
Well, there was nothing different I could have done because he just put the smackdown on us.
Oh, what you would have put the smackdown on Sam Mitchell? Be like, yo, get me out of here.
So, like, the most unique thing about that game, and I tell this to all young players, no highlights. Like, if you did, like, the greatest highlights of his career, none of them came from that game. He was just, like, making every shot. He was just, like, really efficient, really disciplined. He never talked trash. He never pumped up the crowd. He just stayed in his zone. And so if a guy try to clown you or embarrass you, it make it easier for you to hack him or do something dirty. But he never did that. And so you got to take it. And that's what we did. So I wouldn't have done nothing different, to be honest. Just got to let it happen and charge it to the game.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. You got a t-shirt?
Oh, we can get these away too?
We got to sign them or something first.
I'll take one of those off your hands if you need it.
Oh, these are dope.
This is the basketball at this point.
It's amazing that we got a budget.
Saves me $20 on the Models. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Will from Long Island.
What's up, Will?
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I have a question for you about the Thunder. So I think like a lot of Russell Westbrook, why he's so good is he's like probably the most athletic player in the entire NBA. Like he's just a freak athlete. So I'm sure when he hits like 32, 33, that's going to start like down, like spiraling real quick. So in like 3 to 4 years, where do you see the Thunder really panning out in terms of like being able to contend? I mean, Melo's going to take a lot of their money. They're going to have trouble getting draft picks. Where do you see him in like 3 or 4 years?
So as a former player, this is how I see guys like Russ. He needs you to match his intensity. If he sees you're not playing as hard or doesn't want it as much as him, he like, forget you. But if he
Melo.
But if he feel, cause I would have been that dude like, dog, holla at me.
Let's go to the club after.
I wouldn't have, nah. But here's what happens in a team dynamic though. Like, when you take 43 shots, you don't want to lose. You got a killer instinct and you're really into it and you're really competitive. But we're all competitive. You just need one dude to go to him, hey, like, dog, let us help you. Trust us. Like, give me the rock. This dude can't guard me. And then he give you the ball. You make 1 or 2 shots. And then you, like, I ain't proud to say this, but then you force him to give you the ball. So like you go to the side where he'll be like, yo! Like I'm serious. That's how and then he's the guard. Then you force him to give you the ball. Then if he don't give you the ball, fans, the coach like, hey, give him the ball. That's how it works. So I just think he needs to play with people that are not only terrific players, but guys that he respect, that he hang out with, that he break bread with, that he go to dinner with, that it gives him style advice. like that type. That's what's happening to the league.
So not Draymond Green?
Hey, one of those outfits, he needed a bra. Like one of those outfits, like serious. But I'm serious though. Like when you have that, that's what's happened to the league. When you look at the end of the benches on a lot of squads, like 10 through 15, those are all like G League players or like first or second year players because they're cheaper to have on the roster. Like those used to be all vets. So you come to the bench and they don't care how much you average. They don't care what your status is. They all own you. Like that was a bad shot. What you thinking about? It ain't all about you. So that keeps you in check. So I just think that he needs that. But I love his fire. I love his competitive spirit. And I do think because he has that, he takes an unfair amount of criticism based on his competitiveness.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, brother. Are you a real Celtics fan or you die easy like him?
Actually, he got me to the Celtics years ago.
Die easy.
Wait. It was before.
No, I understand. When they lose to the Sixers, that hat turns into Sixers hat. That's my guy. That's my guy.
It was before.
You got a Sixers hat.
No question.
You got a Sixers hat too, don't you?
Well, what
Depends on what the sneaker sneakers, if they work with the sneakers, I understand. You got the Auburns, you got the green Auburns, match it with the Celtics.
That's why I was like, he ain't really no Celtics fan.
It was before the big three, like, got started with Ray Ray. But anyway, shout out 973, my brother, for getting me on to you guys.
No doubt. Shout out to your brother, bro.
Shout out, Reg. Question. With everyone back next year on the Celtics squad, how far do you see them going?
Great question.
That's a good question.
So
this is good.
I've asked this question multiple times and stumped a few people. Philadelphia has a bright future. Boston has a bright future. If you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
Oh, Celtics all day. Celtics all day, no question. With Hayward, who's your guy, and Kyrie Irving. I think people forgot about Kyrie. And you got Tatum and Brown, and now you got Rozier, and I love it. I love everything about it except for Aaron Baines.
And they got a lottery pick.
That's right.
They got a lottery pick, too.
I love the Celtics. I love the Celtics' future. I think they win a chip in the next 3 years.
Their future is really bright. They're going to need some shades. They just got to stay healthy, and Philadelphia is going to be right there also, depending on Embiid's health. But Ben Simmons is terrific.
All right, next question.
What's going on, guys? That's my brother right there. Shout out, Reg.
Shout out. You don't have to shout out Reg.
You already, Reg. I'm from Brick City. What's good? Newark, Brick City.
Brick City?
Yeah, you already know. Come on, Reg, Funk Dr. Spock.
Of course.
All right, Celtic related question too. I always feel like one thing that kills us is rebounding. We always need a big man. I feel like, who do you think that we could add, or also what will we lose in order to be able to compete?
So I need all media members to stop acting like Anthony Davis is going to play for the Celtics, because that's not going to happen.
Trust me, I'm not convinced.
So that would be the guy, like, in a perfect world.
That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. Kawhi's not coming either.
You guys won't have a dominant big. Like, Al Horford gets overlooked. He just had 26 points last night. He can shoot the three.
But what's Embiid gonna do to him though?
Embiid ain't leaving Philly to come to Boston.
No, I'm saying Embiid is gonna wreck him. In the next series.
He ain't wreck him all year. Embiid's lowest scoring average versus any opponent is against your Celtics.
Embiid can't cover Kyrie.
Horford do a really good job against him. Horford's tough. He's a vet. He's a professional. He pushes him off the spot. He runs the floor. Horford is the dude that you like, man, he's too perfect. That's why people don't give him love that he deserved. That's why I'm here to give him love.
Thank you so much.
He the reason why y'all won yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
He be balling.
Thank you so much for the question. Appreciate it. Is this
Celtics up 11 right now?
At the half, yeah.
Hey, Jalen Jacoby, thank you for doing all of this.
Of course.
Thank you.
So, first of all, this is not a question, but more a request. Before that, shout out Harlem and Reggie, obviously.
Oh, that's love.
So, Harlem got me thinking on this. Obviously, big thanks to the Podfather. Shout out to the Podfather.
Always.
Yeah.
No doubt. Shout out to the Podfather.
I'm sure I'm talking from everybody's behalf. Jalen, I listened to your podcast when you were on the Podfather show. I loved it. What I want is if it was possible for the three of you to do a menage a pod or a tripod for all of history's sake, we'd love to see that.
We would too. Open invite.
No beds present.
Hopefully there's no beef left with ESPN and Grantland.
Oh, never that. Never that. I would.
You know what? That's closer to happening than people think.
Moving on. Thank you so much.
I gotta say, let me say that again. That's closer to happening than people think. So y'all hearing it first on the ground floor. That's closer to happening than people think.
Thought that question was going a totally different direction.
I did too. And we gotta get some ladies in the line too.
What's going on? No, I'm Ness from Syracuse.
No ladies have no barbecue.
What's up, Ness? What's going on, yo? I had a quick question, Ty Lue question. So when Scott Brooks was coaching the Thunder and Billy Donovan was coaching the Thunder, we slandered them because they had no offense, and it was pretty much just pick and roll, take it, do what you want. But isn't that the same thing Ty Lue is doing in Cleveland with LeBron? Why is he getting no slander for any of that?
Well, here's what happened. When you have really good players, you could tell them what to do. When you have great players, they're like, Coach, we're going to do this. That's just really how it works. And so, like, when LeBron James comes out of a timeout, you could draw up something that's really great. But in his head, like, we running this side pick and roll. And if it works, he's a great player. What do he have, 45 and At some point, when he's dribbling up the floor and he just like roll the ball to Kevin Love and he walked to the post on Lance, what are you gonna do? You gotta let him do it.
It's hard to argue with Ty Lue because of the results. You know, you win a championship, you go to the finals. It's hard to poke holes in that. And when you're Scott Brooks, they had a Thunder team that was expectations. You know, happiness is a function of realistic expectations. The expectations were higher. They fell short of that. Ty Lue hasn't fallen short of expectations yet. And I think that's why he doesn't get slanted in the same way. Thank you so much for your question.
And also,
my man behind you got Allbirds on, though.
He
got Allbirds on, though, in the wild. Ska!
But Ty Lue done flipped the lineup a couple of times. He took JR out.
I love Tristan.
He put Hood in.
He put Tristan in
He put
Game 7.
Did
you see Game 7?
He put Tristan in.
Tristan played well.
He ain't trying to go home.
He couldn't go home.
He ain't trying to go home.
He couldn't go home.
Not yet.
Allbirds in the wild. What's happening?
All right. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Thank you.
I'm a lifelong New York Knicks fan, so I have a question.
Knickerbockers.
Yeah, we're 15 blocks from the Garden. So it's a hypothetical. You're Scott Perry, and you get a call.
I think we're closer to the Garden than that, to be honest with you.
We're on 23rd.
Yeah.
You get a call from R.C. Buford in San Antonio, and he's saying, we're offering you Kawhi for KP straight up.
Done.
What do you say if you're Scott Perry?
Oh, Jalen, don't do it.
I'll be like, I'm about to send you my fax number. Okay? You fax over the deal right now. We're going to get this signed immediately. That's what I did when I was a free agent in 2000. I ain't interviewed with no squads or nothing. 12:01, I looked down at the fax. Indy sent me the deal. I'm like, I'm signing this. I ain't tripping. I went to the office at 9:01. I remember riding in the car like 8:30. I'm like, I'm going to be here early. I ain't playing around. I'm about to get this bread.
Thank you so much for your question.
All right, thank you.
Jalen has some really bad news for Knicks fans, though. Jalen, do you want to break it to him now? It's going to be hard. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Well, here's
Jay.
the other thing about
Rip
the KP
Band-Aid
part.
off.
KP not playing next year.
We already know that.
He's not playing next year.
He's not playing next year.
He's not playing next year.
At the point where he got injured, it just makes no sense to bring him back in January or February. So he won't be back.
All right, next question.
That's broken news.
What's good, fellas? My name is Steve. I'm from the Bronx.
Jalen and
Shout out to
Jacoby
Reds.
business.
What's up?
So what up, though? My question is for the Warriors. Are we witnessing like one of the greatest teams ever when all healthy?
Yeah.
Nope.
Reggie has a way of subverting every answer I ever give.
You said, are the Warriors one of the greatest team of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when it's all said and done, are we going to look back and say that we all got the witness?
When it's all said and done, we will look back at it, yeah.
One of, yes. Maybe not the, but yes,
How
one
about
of.
this? Steph Curry getting at least 4 championships.
That's scary.
Steph Curry gonna have at least 4 championships.
I don't know. I'll give him, I think 3.5 is probably the over-under.
He getting at least 4 championships.
You put Hayward and Kyrie Irving on the Celtics, and then you have the Rockets being what the Rockets are. You put LeBron on the Rockets. I don't know. I think last season I thought the Warriors were going to be this dynasty that we would follow forever.
And KD
season,
did it. Remember, they won the chip without KD. When they added KD, Steph Curry gonna have 4 championships.
Who'd they beat in the finals when they won without KD? LeBron and Dellavedova. That's who they beat. LeBron and Dellavedova. That's who they beat.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to add one last thing. I want to say thank you because you guys put me on the Slick Rick, Hey Young World. So I appreciate that and thank you for everything.
Oh, Slick Rick.
That's a classic. That's a classic right there.
No
Respect,
doubt.
brother.
Respect.
Hey,
Thank
young
you so
world.
much.
Hey, young world.
Yep.
Children's story. Oh, here's a mark
What
right
up,
here.
though? Dre,
What up, Dow?
Dre from the Boogie Down Bronx. Reg never puts me on a pod. I called like 30 times and Reg never put me on a pod, but it's okay.
Did you shout him out?
Yeah,
Punch him
I
in the
did.
face.
Every
Punch
time.
him in the face. Punch him right in the face.
Oh, man.
It's all right. I'll see him outside. I'll see him outside.
Punch him in the face.
But, yeah, so I had to switch my question because you already listened to J. Cole's album, which is fire. But if you had 4 teammates to start with you, Jalen, what would be like your 4 that you start with you? Could you like
current players or all time?
All time.
So I'm playing with 4 other dudes?
Yeah.
Jacoby. Who are the other 3?
Realistically, not Jacoby.
Who are the other three?
So I'm gonna think about some guys that I can win with but have fun with.
Jacoby.
So the first guy come to mind, Wilt Chamberlain.
Simmons.
You know the kind of numbers that Wilt put up on and off the floor?
Off the floor, big numbers. I like where Jalen's head's at. He's like, it's an 82-game season. There's a lot of off days.
Like, Wilt Chamberlain is the reason they came with shoot around.
They changed the schedule now.
A lot of people don't know this. Basketball players have to go to the gym on the day of the game because of Wilt Chamberlain.
That's true. 10 a.m. shoot around.
That's why that happened. Because they was like, where's Wilt? He's like, y'all gonna get it one time a day. Y'all want it in the morning, y'all want it at night. That's why that happened. So Wilt, Magic, because he's my favorite player growing up.
See, he's building the off-court team too. I know how his brain works.
MJ down at them casinos.
Well, I'm
trying to have fun with my
Let's get
team.
some Caucasians in there.
Larry Bird.
Thank you.
You know I gotta have legend on the squad.
Thank you. And Medicinal Mitch.
Mitch McGarry?
Yeah, Mitch McGarry. Someone got, when the cops come, someone got to hold it.
And my other guy?
Someone got to hold it. You know, it was Mitch.
My other guy's Kareem. Because he got that knowledge. Appreciate the
Charles
love.
Barkley's
Respect.
disrespected. All right, you get a basketball, sir.
Hey, ladies! We got to give ladies some shirts, some giveaways, or something. We just have to get them something to get
What
them
up,
something.
Jalen?
Hi.
Shout out to Reg. Jacoby. I'm a
What
Die
up?
Easy
Yeah.
fan. I'm from Philadelphia. Shout out to my husband.
I've been on the Broad Street with the bully.
You should have. Anyway.
Six.
Jacoby, my husband knows your pain. We have twins.
Oh,
so
God.
he knows
Oh,
that
wow.
that picture,
How
with that
old?
picture, they're 12 now.
Oh, God.
Oh, we got a 4-piece.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah. But my question is, you got a lot of slack for being a Beehive with the Coachella and everything
I
like
remember
that.
that.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, I do. My timeline remembers that.
My question
So
is,
wounded. Give him the ball, please.
LeBron teammates, are they considered Bron Howe fans because they was wearing his suits?
Ooh. So
I like what she did there.
I like what you did. Let me tell you something, Jalen. If you bought me a suit and the pants came up to here,
I'm good.
I would say thank you very much, Mr. Rose. I really appreciate the gesture. This is something great that you've done for the team, but I'm going to wear my regular jeans. And I'm not going to wear the suit.
My problem with it is you can buy suits, but let me rock it how I want to rock it. That's my whole thing. Like, if I want to wear my tie different, if I want to wear my blazer different, I want to wear my pants different. Like, we shouldn't all look the exact same. And they lost the first game they did.
They did. Everybody noticed too.
I wasn't mad that they tried to run it back. LeBron like, y'all wearing them again. and then, so I'm like, okay. I'm like, let me Google LeBron. That's one of LeBron's
You see
sponsors.
Isaiah Thomas put out a tweet like, I got tailored for that suit too.
They knew they was going to the playoffs.
Let's give her some stuff. Can you give me the pen?
Do we have any more shirts back there?
Yeah, man.
We gave them all away. Do we have any more shirts or giveaways for these fine young ladies that support our amazing program? Okay, great. So Jacoby had the nerve, the audacity.
Stop it.
To say something about the Beehive.
Listen, I thought I don't want to talk about it anymore.
He said Beyonce had too many backup dancers.
Why you gotta bring
What
this up
y'all
again?
think about that? What y'all think about that?
That was a little overboard.
Thank
overboard.
you.
Sorry. We have one more question from this young lady.
Hi, I'm Caitlin from
Hey,
Connecticut. Happy 40th birthday, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm old.
This one's for Jalen. So, when you retire your jersey, what team are you going to retire to?
If I retire my jersey, if it can't be Michigan, it got to be Pacers.
Pacers.
I played half of my career there.
What about Knicks? What about the Knicks? You
No.
did a good 3 months here. You had a solid 3 months here, man.
When you ask a player that question, they don't realize this is the answer, but this is really the answer. Where they made the most money,
Oh, wow.
where they won the most or played their best, and lastly, where they felt like they were appreciated. That's why usually when players retire, a lot of them choose to live in a city that they felt the most love.
And this is another game that Jalen put me up on, is a lot of players end up going back to where they went to college.
No doubt.
You know?
Big man on campus.
I can't wait until Jalen's 80 years old hollering at me from an Ann Arbor number. Yeah, 81 years old hollering at me from Ann Arbor. Like, come up to Ann Arbor. Let's
734.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. It means a lot to us. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
When y'all hit us on social media, when you call up the show and leave messages, we do this for y'all. Thank y'all so much. It means a lot to us. We'll be here for the meet and greet. I think it's going to happen right here on the stage.
Are we allowed to have beverages?
Yeah, we're going to have a beverage. We're going to have a beverage before the meet and greet.
Are they allowed to get beverages?
Everyone can have a beverage.
Yeah, you guys get beverages. Turn on some music, Reg.
Reg's going to play some music.
Not the stupid videos that I was in.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all so much. We'll be here. Yeah.
Thanks for the love.
Got to give the people time. Give people what they want.
The new Allbirds Tree Runners are comfy shoes made from trees. When you put them on, they feel light and breezy. They're so comfy, they're like walking barefoot through a patch of 4-leaf clovers on a spring day. But they also look good, too. They come in a bunch of limited edition colors and are designed simply with no unnecessary logos. Allbirds is on a mission to prove that comfort, style, and sustainability don't have to be mutually exclusive. Go to allbirds.com and find your pair of